Happy birthday, Lance. As we're making this birthday video in your honor, the day couldn't be better for you, as it is 30 degrees outside, and you would think it was summer. Most likely running around in shorts and flip-flops, building, repairing, or fixing something for a family member or a friend. We hope you have a great 60th birthday and many more to come. Happy birthday.
Two big points, and that is basically anyone on the road. That could be a car, a truck, a bus, a bicycle rider, or just basically anyone that's, somewhat walking around. They're all clowns. No one's doing anything right.
Depends on if you hit signals.
There's no clowns on this road.
No clowns. Not yet.
The other thing that really annoys you is long stories. I mean, you really only have a minute to get your point across, and then that's it.
I can remember one time when something was wrong with the electrical in the house. And so he had the little electric box out, and he was working on the patio on this thing. And I went up to ask him something, and he turned to me like this and said, "Mom, wait. Ask me when I'm done. Don't ask me when I'm working on this." That was Lance, truly.
This is an obvious one. It's either crying babies in a restaurant, or bad service, or attorneys, or anyone that works at Callaway Title Company.
And somebody's telling you a story and they take too long to tell it and they put in too many details. It was when we were kids and you made that go-kart, and out of wood and like roller skate wheels or something, and you took it to the top of our hill, and you were gonna push me down the hill, and you gained momentum going down a hill. He didn't put brakes on it. So I remember you saying to stop, you're just gonna turn into someone's yard or something to stop the go-kart. Well, by the time I got to the end of the hill, it was out of control, no stopping, crashed into the yard. It wasn't a pretty sight.
But yeah, Princeton Christmas 1989. You can explain the rest, Lance.
100%, it's got to be the conclusion of our trip to Europe. We arrived at the Berlin International Airport in a taxi and went to the counter and realized that we didn't have our passports and that they were in the taxi that was long gone, and thus proceeded a 5-hour scramble through the Berlin International Airport, and only with the help of a kind stranger were we able to get back into the States.
He was about 4 years old, cutest little guy you ever saw. Got a hammer and nails and some wood, and he made me a stool. I wanted to wash the windows at our house in Whittier, and I couldn't reach them, and so he decided he would make me a stool. And I was so excited, so he made the stool and he came in and says, "Mom, your stool's ready." And I went out there and I got on it and it crashed to the ground.
And the time is a great idea is when we had our redneck family cigarette at the back of Star Bar in Austin with Ruthie and Matt and Alex and Mom. It was a great moment.
Lance, I don't think I would buy you anything, because if I recall all of the Christmases, whatever somebody buys you, you just left it. You left it there.
That's true.
Poor Lance did not get, except from us probably, right, Lance?
Yes, we gave fabulous gifts.
Other than that, you got a lot of bum gifts, and it was fun. I know you were feeling the pressure.
And he loves opening gifts in front of people and having all eyes on him.
You
when he does
knew
it.
that Susan and I, when you're opening a Christmas gift, you knew that we were looking right at you for your reaction, because you tried to be so polite on some of the stupid stuff you got.
That's
And,
hence Christmas in Princeton.
Christmas in Princeton. Yeah.
If I could buy Dad anything, I would buy him another Bum Steer Award, because they don't make those anymore, and that was his special thing. So, gotta get him another one of those.
Maybe a jobber drill set, 25-piece metric, or perhaps a Can't Twist 407 Deep Throat jaw opening clamp. You know, these are just things that you send us every year.
Well, I think we all know what that is. Wake up in the morning, have your coffee, look at your iPad, and then just get right out of those bed and straight to the garage in your boxers. And to be there all day would just be the best day ever.
So Lance's ideal day would be sitting with a beer on a beach somewhere, maybe a golf course. I'm just kidding. Everybody knows Lance's ideal day would be in the garage working on a lawnmower or a motorcycle that he found on Craigslist that was probably just left for scrap. That would be Lance's ideal day.
I would think Dad's ideal day would probably be working on the KTM in the garage and being in his boxers till 5 p.m. and then taking a nap on the couch. What's Dad's best travel tip? I would say it's probably get to the airport 5 hours early, because you never know what's going to happen. And then you get to sit in the club too. So why not get there 5 hours early?
I would say, besides showing up to the airport a week before your flight, when you're in a new town, going to the most expensive hotel and going to the bar and getting a drink and asking the bartender what there is to do in that town and what that town's about.
Well, I've done my best to spread it around to other people. But this idea of arriving at the airport the day before you travel so you don't miss your flight is ridiculous.
I see.
And I can't get anybody to go for it. So Lance, I think we need to adjust that thinking a little bit.
Okay, what was the best day I've ever had with Lance Dallas? There are so many. The night we got engaged, our wedding day, so many fun hikes together. But one recently that really stood out to me was my birthday before last, when you surprised me, semi-surprised me, and said, we're going to Dallas and you can't say no. And you had researched where to find an electric bike, the best hotel, and reluctantly, I was thinking, why am I getting an electric bike in Austin? I'm never gonna be able to ride it. And of course, you were right. You showed me the maps, you got me the bike rack, you got me the ramp, you just made it all happen. And I've had so many fun rides, and I can't wait to have so many fun more in the future.
What immediately comes to my mind is that fun day that we had golfing in Park City when we went and visited you guys at your condo. Lance and I went golfing. I forget the name of the course, Lance, but it was beautiful, and it was just a lot of fun. It was just the two of us. We didn't have any other guys playing with us, and that was a good time.
I think my sweetest memories are sitting on that plastic milk crate in the garage and just chatting with you while you worked on your motorcycles or the VW, or days at the racetrack. I don't know, just all that. And I think those were special memories because those were the times where it was just you and I, just hanging out, laughing, chatting. Those are the best days.
I would have to say it was probably dove hunting in Argentina, when we went out in the morning, shot a bunch of birds, and then we ate in the field, big steak lunch, and then drank some wine, drank some beer, and then took a nap in a hammock, went back out there, shot some more, and then came back to the lodge and drank and watched Entourage. It was probably one of my best days with Dad.
I think my best days with you have certainly been just the time we spent in the garage. You know, you were working on things, and I know a lot of people said that, you know, people talking to you while you're working on something is annoying, but at least you acted like I wasn't annoying when I was pretending to help you on anything you were working on, whether it was a motorcycle or a generator or, you know, a duct system, anything like that. Those were some of my best days with you.
Well, that would probably be back in the winter of 21 in the big Texas freeze.
Yes.
We
Well,
got
it's cold.
we got in the truck at Lance's house, and amazingly enough, we were the only people on the road, so it was the best driving down the highway. And then,
Where'd you go?
well, we went to all of Lance's friends' house and fixed the leaky pipes and hot water heaters. And for 2 days, we must have gone to 10 different places, did all this stuff. And I'll tell you what, I learned everything about plumbing and hot water heaters.
About being the assistant?
Yeah, I was definitely the gopher.
Is
Being able to build anything.
what he can do with his hands, yeah. I'm very jealous.
That is so true.
You have so many. You are beyond talented. Anything that you would like to learn or do or conquer, you do it, and it's 100%, and it's always perfect. You have the most amazing ability to build anything with your hands, but also you're so athletic. Anything you can do it. It's just unbelievable. And there's also an amazing strength to you, which is your overwhelming generosity. You are a very sweet person with a giant heart, and you're just generous with your time, with all of your students, and always wanting to do well, but also helping people out, just helping them with their problems, or repairing any of their issues. You do it all.
What comes to my mind, strength and talent, is when we moved from New Jersey to Anaheim, and Lance said that he could put up a patio cover for us. And all I did, all Lance wanted, was a picture of what we wanted the patio cover to look like. So we took a picture of this patio cover, and with like 2 pictures, Lance had me order all of the wood and all of the bolts and the nails, and he came out and he put that patio up, and it was spotless.
It's
I think we
beautiful.
were like 3 big bolts short, right? That I had to go and get a few more bolts.
Like everyone's saying, you know, obviously your ability to work with your hands, repair anything, build anything, you know how to fix anything. And I think even you can make a KTM motorcycle interesting. So.
I would say 2 major ones. The first is, of course, our adorable, loving, awesome boys that have just turned into just 2 wonderful men, and they just have you as a role model, and you are just the best dad. And also another major accomplishment that not many can say is to have retired so young and yet so successful in your career, definitely quitting on a high note, and people still begging you for all your advice, and it's always spot on. So you just have so much actually that you've accomplished, and I can't even imagine what the next decades are going to hold for you.
Probably it's that you're successful at everything you do. I think you were great at your career. You were a great parent, obviously. You decided you want to be a teacher. You became a teacher, and I think it's big for Will and I growing up to have you as a role model was incredible, and couldn't have asked for anything better.
Well, that's when I said the boys have to be his best accomplishments because they're wonderful boys, much like him, and I'm just so proud of all three of them.
What would you say?
I will say, without a doubt, your family is your best accomplishment.
I was gonna say that
A
too.
beautiful wife, you've raised 2 great sons, and that's a huge accomplishment.
That's true. That's the best accomplishment. And who doesn't love Jacqueline well? He raised some pretty great kids. And I would say too, to add to that, to be able to have a successful career and retire early and begin a whole nother career, and to have that being teaching, I just think about it and it warms my heart. Dad would be so proud of you, Lance. I wish he was here to see that. He'd just be tickled to know that you're teaching now.